Hello everybody. So in this video, what I'm going to do is introduce my next project for the Bradley co-op build, and you might just be surprised at what I'm going to do. Let's take a look. And here we have it. So the box is smallish, of course. It's only about 10 or 11 inches wide. The box is maybe 2 inches in depth. But nice photograph of an M2A2 with the reactive armor plates on it, right there. And on the side panel, we have some renderings. I learned from Adam Mann that it's not CAD, those are called renderings. Oops. Renderings of a couple of different options of the model. This thing actually can built into 2 versions, which is really cool. Comes with the DS tracks, love them or hate them. Although in this scale, I really think they're pretty good. And it even has a small photo etch fret. There are several painting and marking options included in the kit. Some from Operation Desert Storm and also some from Operation Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom. So let's go ahead and take a look at the plastic on the inside and see what we have. Now the Dragon card, I've actually already pulled items from the card because I was doing research on the instructions. Came with the DS tracks, the little poly hubs that go on the road wheels, which make removing the road wheels for painting easier. Here's the little photo etch fret. These are actually brackets for installing the ERA or BUSC armor plating. And then there is a tiny little decal sheet right here. And I'll let you take a brief look at that. So little bitty decal sheet right here with, of course, the marking options provided to build the versions inside the box. Let's back out. Brief look at the instructions. It's nice glossy paper in a fold-out booklet style, and you'll notice there is a handy little sprue map. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit for you. Handy little sprue map calling out the different parts. You'll notice almost everything is used. There's very few sections in blue. Step 1 begins assembling the road wheels. We go into the rear plate and loading ramp of the vehicle in the back. Then you add the road wheels. Of course, I paint these last. That'll be doing that last. And then we begin the construction of the extremely intricate turret. At 1/72 scale, it's really very, very intricate. I want you to point out, though, these are not quite as busy as normal Dragon instructions. I think these are fairly simplified and pretty straightforward. Here we go under the turret. We begin adding the BUSC armor plates, of course, if you so choose. I also want to point out, you'll notice that they very, very clearly identify, if you can see this, which version you're building. If you're building the M2A2, which is the current standard, or M2A2 from Operation Desert Storm. So you have 2 choices there. They call this out through all of the instructions, which I think is, of course, very handy. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the plastic. All right, guys, now what I have in front of you, of course, is the road wheel and drive sprocket sprue, basically all the running gear. And I want to remind you that you're looking at 1/72 scale. The detail is rendered exquisite. There's no flash in sight. The parts are beautifully molded and detailed, and it's just amazing they can get this kind of detail on 1/72 scale. Next sprue. This is the lower turret portion, driver's hatch. This is a plate that goes on the front panel, and if you would, I want to point out the attention on the bolt and riveting detail on this panel. It's really amazing. Quite good. So you can see the detail. There's the driver's hatch here. Great looking plastic, guys. Now this sprue is impressive. Let me back out just a bit for you. Sorry, I don't mean to bump the camera. This is the reactive armor if you choose to build this version. These are the BUSC plates, or the enhanced reactive armor plates, and the detail, as you can see, is incredible. And remember, this is 1/72 scale, so it's impressive. Get a good look at that. I'm trying to go through these quickly because there's really not a whole lot to this kit. Now this is actually the biggest sprue in the kit, And we have side skirts, another turret, lower. I guess that depends on which version of the vehicle you're building. Here you have the back of the vehicle with the rear taillights, or just your taillights. Odds and end pieces here. There's some very small pieces, all of them nicely detailed. The side skirt detail is just amazing. By the way, this has the correct fluted gun barrel for the M2A2 Bushmaster 25mm chain gun. It actually has the fluted barrel. It's not drilled out though, but in 1/72 scale, I'm not sure I would try it. I might. I don't know if I have a drill bit that small, but we'll take a look. So let me show you the detail on the side skirts. I just kind of want you to get a better look at that. Really exquisite. All right. Next sprue is more of the back hatch detail. There's some more gorgeous side skirt detail. Back hatch is actually in two pieces. Here is the gun barrel, and I don't know with the way the lighting is if you can tell it's fluted or not. There's the muzzle brake on the end there. There's the rear crew top egress hatch. Beautiful plastic for such a small scale. And what you're looking at here is the top of the turret. It is really incredible how detailed that is. And you can see with, you know, I'm holding this and it's a little more than an inch wide, maybe an inch and a quarter, maybe an inch and 3/8. It's just amazing the amount of detail on this thing. Top hull. Once again, incredible detail. The engine intake screens here are fantastically molded, super crisp. You know, and I forgot to mention the date on the kit. The kit is actually relatively new. It has a date on it of 2005, so it's not that old. Not by my standards anyways. Last piece of plastic to look at. Bottom hull. A couple of holes there in the bottom. I may fill those with some putty and some sheet styrene. I may not, because I don't believe there's any screws involved. There's some nice little bolt detail right there, but you'll notice the suspension arms are already molded on. There's even some rivet detail over here. All in all, it's really crisp plastic. You guys will have to tell me down in the comment section below what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned in for the build log updates as I get through this build. It shouldn't take very long. There's not a whole lot to the kit, although there's some tiny little parts. But thanks for watching again, guys. Everybody, take care. I'll talk to you later.